After having the weekend off, the Lakers are back at it, set up for a Monday night matchup with the Wizards. Anthony Davis back in L.A., but remains sidelined as the season winds down. No Luka tonight for the Lakers, so they will lean on Austin Reeves. They are averaging 30 with Luka out of the lineup this season. As for LeBron James, he continues to get it done. In year 23, he's averaging 16 and 8 in his last 5 games. Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, brought to you by Mercury Insurance. Chris McGee, Allie Clifton. Big game, James. We're going to hear from Mike Trudell in a moment. Good crew right here.
Man, do I feel intimidated. 2 hosts.
This is a lot on you.
Just remember that. Hosts.
James,
knowledge
James,
over here.
just like with no Luka tonight, you get a lot of numbers. You get a lot of shots.
A lot of buckets.
Come on, buddy. Get your buckets.
I'm passing tonight.
So the Lakers have been pretty good lately. Let's check out some recent notes. They are 11-1 in the last 12 games. They're 24-12 this year at Crypto.com Arena. This is a big one. 26-3 versus teams below 500, which they have in front of them tonight. A big reason why they are third in the Western Conference. 7-game winning streak versus the Wizards. Their offensive rating right now, just under 120, 6th best in the association. All right, for more, just to get us all started right, we join Mike Trudell, Laker reporter. He is at Crypto.com Arena. Hi, Mike.
What's happening, guys? Welcome to downtown Los Angeles. The Lakers have certainly been playing some good basketball in this building, Geeter, and it should be interesting to see what Washington can bring. Expect that they'll play way over their heads and their record, just like the Brooklyn Nets did. And we know that for the Lakers, they won't have Luka Doncic. This will be the 1-game suspension that he is serving for the 16 technical fouls. So that's where we started with J.J. Redick. You're not going to be able to replace what Luka does, especially, what is it, Geeter, 20 points every first quarter, it seems like. But the Lakers do have plenty of talent, and here's what J.J. said they're going to try to do without the Don.
I think it starts with just taking care of the basketball and, being really intentional about what we're trying to do offensively. And then it's sprinting back. That's the biggest thing. I mean, they're going to look to push. We didn't do a great job in transition the first time we played them in D.C., and all of their guys are just uber aggressive to score in early offense, and they're one of the best teams in the league in off the dribble threes. They take crazy shots. They make crazy shots. So we got to sprint back and set our defense. And if we take care of the ball, we'll have an easier time doing that.
And as you mentioned, the first time you've had 2 days between games in a long time, and you did actually get a practice in. What's the value of that at this point of the season, and kind of where were the places you were able to clean things up a little?
Yeah, the value is being able to continue to improve. And again, I said this, we've done we placed a heavy emphasis on what we're teaching in film and what we're cleaning up in film, because we haven't had court time to do that. So yesterday, it was some end-of-game cleanup stuff. All the guys got some reps doing some things that they probably won't do during a real game, but it was a fun segment that Scotty did, and did a couple installs of just ATOs that we've been running, and then we cleaned up, just some. It's maybe not basic, but some basic stuff in our pick and roll and DHO defense.
Hey, JJ. What you guys have been doing so successfully defensively over the 6 or so weeks, do you see that just carrying through the playoffs, or will there have to be another shift because playoff defense and playoff basketball is different?
I think the playoffs are all about your matchup. Okay. Yeah, and certainly the physicality ramps up, but it's the one thing that we've gotten consistently better at throughout the season, and we all know what playoff basketball means in terms of the intensity of every possession, and that's what we've, from day one of training camp wanted to build towards, and I feel like we're building towards that.
All right, so some really good points there from J.J. Redick. You think about it, Geeter. Just what this team, expectation-wise, could be, and forget everything on the outside, but just what J.J. Redick thought his team could be. They're starting to get pretty close to that with some consistently good basketball, and he's hoping that they continue tonight against Washington, and then, of course, tomorrow night against Cleveland as well.
All right, a 2-game set here, Mike, back-to-back. Appreciate your efforts there, bud. Here's the Lakers' current injury report. As we mentioned, Luka's out tonight due to receiving his 16th technical foul versus the Nets. Means he's automatically suspended for a game without pay. Marcus Smart will miss his 4th straight game with an ankle contusion. On the Wizards side is Trae Young, who was traded over from Atlanta, and, of course, Anthony Davis. So they're without Luka, guys. It's a tough way to miss a game. Maybe it's better now than later. I'm going to show you the schedule in the next block, but Lakers are 6-6 without Luka. And what's the key tonight big game when you're missing a guy that puts up 40 a night and is your best overall player?
Well, just stay focused. You know, if he's going to miss a game, this is a game you would want him to miss against the Washington Wizards. I mean, they were on a 16-game winning, a losing streak until they beat the Jazz, I think, last week, and then they lost again to the Wizards. They're not a good defensive team, so stay focused. As you see, this is what led to the technical that Luka is going to be missing the game tonight. But you got to stay focused, stay disciplined. Guys who are going to get some run. You don't want to treat it like a practice game, but this is a game you should win fairly easily if you stay focused and defend early. And those guys who need rotations, Jake, you know, guys coming off the bench, Vanderbilt, if he gets to play, anybody that the coaches need to get some reps in, including the starters. I'm not saying disrespect the game, but this is a great opportunity for the Lakers to get some time on the court together. But I expect them to come out and dominate and know that they are better than this team. So don't mess around and make it close and give them an opportunity to, you know, be in the game.
We could probably all just sit here too and marvel at the fact, respectfully, that he was able to ride the 15 techs as long as he did.
Through some big games.
Through some big games, because he was able to obviously go on a heater himself, and in return, the team benefited from that as a result. But I also think, too, bigger picture, you can look at this handful of games over the next 2 weeks and think of it from a standpoint of building those championship habits. You know, it's bigger than the opponent that's out there any given night, and I think they have a unique opportunity to take advantage, certainly starting tonight against the Wizards.
Listen, the Lakers fought fatigue the last 2 games. They were on that long road trip, 6 games in 9 nights in Indiana. You had the big lead. JJ had to go back to the starters to finish that game. Guys are playing big minutes. And then the Nets game was a lot closer than everyone thought. The Nets came out and played great. Again, Lakers had to go full throttle all the way until the end of that game. And here you now have a Wizards team who is near the bottom of the standings. They're the worst team in net rating at 11 this season. As you look at the worst teams right there, the Sacramento Kings, the Brooklyn Nets, the Indiana Pacers, and the Utah Jazz. Big game. I know you got games on the horizon. We're going to get to that later in the show. How important is it tonight, or is it not, just to get this game, but also get some guys maybe some rest in the fourth quarter? Do you like that idea?
All that's critical. You know, you've had a great road trip. You've secured, you know, pretty much 3rd place at the moment. You've taken care of tiebreakers. So you've done everything. Why mess that up? Keep going. You're only, what, 7 games before the playoffs start. You're going to get a little break before that. So, yeah, take advantage of this. Come out as if this was a playoff game, because that's the mentality you got to start building up. And take care of business. Work on your game. I'm sure the coaching staff have given them all their deficiencies and things that they need to get better at. So use this real-time game situations to go out and, you know, put your foot on the throttle, take care of this, and, yeah, give LeBron, Austin some time to rest if you can. In the fourth quarter.
I think it's probably why you heard and saw that the Lakers practiced at 10 a.m. on a Sunday yesterday. Because you don't want to lose the momentum that you have. You don't want to lose that connection to the good vibes that you're feeling right now. And as much as they had come off the 6-game road trip, 10 days, you'd hear about the fatigue and the energy maybe being a little bit lower than expected. There was an intentionality to getting in the gym, on the practice floor, honing in on some things, resetting a little bit to set you up and keep that momentum going tonight, to find you having some opportunity to rest at the end of the game.
Did you see they swapped some jerseys yesterday?
All of them, right?
In practice? That's like me coming out with the turtleneck maybe after the first part of the show.
We'll see what it looks like. I'll take it off and give it to you.
That would be amazing.
We should do that at halftime.
Lakers and Wizards tip things off at 7 right here on Spectrum Sportsnet. LeBron getting warmed up for tonight's game. The Lakers playing their best ball of the season this year. They are 13-2 and hold down the 3rd spot in the Western Conference with 8 games to play. Plus, Austin Reeves logging heavy minutes, but what it's doing to this his 3-point shot.